Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for what I used to be able to call Thanksgiving in October. I can't do that anymore because Fenwick doesn't play St. Mary's on Thanksgiving anymore. This is the Fenwick Crusaders against the St. Mary's Spartans. St. Mary's 2-1, Fenwick 4-0. St. Mary's is going to get the football first. And this has become a roaring battle between these two teams. Last year, Thanksgiving was a horror show, and Fenwick took some problems. They had some differences with St. Mary's. They wanted to win the game 60-0. They played their starters all the way through, and it created ill feelings with everybody. So now every time they play, there are problems. The kick is away, fielded down around the 10-yard line. Nice return. Still on his feet, getting almost to midfield. David Brown with a great return. Pretty good basketball player, son of the basketball coach. That's a big-time return. St. Mary's got very good field position at their 46-yard line. So St. Mary's set up well by the return by David Brown. Derek O'Leary will be the quarterback as he brings the play to the huddle. We'll be underway. Pretty good night here at Manning Field weather-wise. And here he goes to that double wing. Percy with the carry. Gets 5, maybe 6. They give him 5. So 2nd and 5. They stay in that double wing. Doherty with the keep. Looks like he's got enough for a first down. Well, St. Mary's on the move. We'll call it the 43 and give them 6. Coach Sean Driscoll giving the play to Doherty. Brings it back to the huddle. I'm going to call it the 44 and give him 5. Not Percy with the carry off the right side. He gets a little help from his friends, gets pushed to the 40-yard line. So give him 4. Doherty again, talking to Driscoll on the sideline. Hustles back. To the huddle. No change offensively for St. Mary's. Coming back to the near side, not getting much. Affolito with the carry. He give him a yard to the 39. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Opening drive of the ball game for the Spartans and for the football game in this Catholic Central League battle. So Mary's looking to go 1-1. They lost to Spelman after winning their first 2. They went on the road, lost. Now they're trying to back at home, trying to keep their winning streak here at home against a very good Fenwick team. They give it to Percy. Head of steam up. They push him forward. He's got a first down. He picked up 6. St. Mary's on the move. Nice return by David Brown. Now they have it 1st and 10 at the Fenwick 33, eating up some time off the clock, keeping it away from a very good Fenwick offense. Now they send a wide out to the near side, staying in that double wing. Doherty with the keep. It's inside the 30, got 5, maybe 6, depending where they put the football. They put it to 28. They gave him 5. Second and 5. And here's closing in on the red zone. Clock continues to run, eating up time in this first period. Hershey again gets wrapped up this time. Dan Richard wrapped him up and threw him down. He lost a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Filito finds a seam. He's close. I think he's got a 1st down. And that was Percy running from the other side. I thought, running from the far side, I thought it was Filito, but it was Percy. He picked up 6. So it's another 1st down at the 23-yard line. Percy's got 20 yards on the drive. They give it to him again. Runs into a stack of white shirts right at the line of scrimmage and gets pushed back.
George Percy is against us for no gain. 2nd and 10.
They got to put it back at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Second and 10 for the Spartans. They're looking to go over 500. They're 2-2, or 2-1. They're looking to stay over 500, I should say. Looking to break a 2-game losing streak. Doherty looking. Lets it fly long. Picked off. Quinn Bullard, Jake Conley picked it off. There was a flag on the play, roughing the passer. And St. Mary's going to hold on to the football. So nullify the interception. What a break for St. Mary's. And the penalty takes it inside the 10. They're putting it all the way down at the 1-yard line. I don't know if that's correct. The line of scrimmage was the 23. We're going to look at the St. Mary's cheerleaders. If they did it for the line of scrimmage, it would be the 8-yard line. And they're going to move the football back. They put it at the 1. Now, on the 23. Now I don't know what they're doing. So the referee's pointing to the line of scrimmage, the 23. Now they're going to mark it off from there. It might be half the distance, since it will go inside the 20. So let's see where they finally put it down. And it's not going to be as well off as they thought they were going to be.
After all that, first and 10 from the 12.
So they put it at the 12. And a pile up just about the line of scrimmage.
The leader keeps the ball for gain of 1.
They gained about a foot. I'm going to call it no gain. This will be the 11th play of the drive. Second down and 10. They gained about 6 or 7 inches. St. Mary's trying to get on the board first. Staying in that double wing. Trying to turn the corner, cutting it up inside, looking in. He walks in for the touchdown.
The leader takes the ball around the right end for 12 yards, but there is a flag on the play.
I think there's a flag on the play. So St. Mary's celebration is going to be short-lived. They got the penalty, got them close. Now they're going to bring it back. Holding against St. Mary's. And depending where the hold took place, at the line of scrimmage. So they move it back to the 22 because the new rules are, and there's so many of them, it's from the spot of the foul. So if they did it in the backfield, it could be 12, 14, 15, 20-yard penalty. So it's second down and 20. Percy with the carry. Gets inside the 20. Still going. They're still pushing him. A pile of bodies. Fenwick trying to push left to right. St. Mary's trying to push right to left. That used to be illegal. He picked up 8 yards. They're down in just about 7. Coming to the near side. Might have got a yard. So it's 4th down and 11. I said 7 before, but I was looking at the wrong stick. They haven't got back to the 12, which was the original line of scrimmage. They're a yard short. They sent a wide out to the near side, staying in that double wing. Now they come a little bit of spread with that double wing. Doherty rolling, looking. Lets it fly way long and too far out of the end zone, incomplete. And that long drive goes by the boards. So 12 plays after a great return by David Brown, set them up at the 46. They had it after the penalty of Fenwick. They had it 1st and 10 at the 12. And they looked like they scored. They went in the end zone for a touchdown, but a hold brought it back. So Fenwick winds up with the football at their 12-yard line. So they turn St. Mary's aside after picking up 3 first downs. They run it straight ahead, a huge hole. That's Fuentes. So one play of first down out to the 26. They picked up 13. And we're running out of time in the first period. St. Mary's ate up over 8 minutes. Over 9 minutes. They give it to him again. He drags people with him. He picked up 9. Second and a yard, as they sent 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Looking to throw, they let it fly long and deep. He's behind the defense, makes the catch. Perfect pass. Jake Conley. Inside the St. Mary's 10. Now they're going to put it down, I believe, at the 15. Here's the replay of the pass. What a perfect throw. Behind the defense, he put it right in his lap. And they're going to put it at the 15-yard line. That's a 50-yard pass play. And all of a sudden, St. Mary's looked like they scored. A penalty cost them. Fenwick takes over deep, and all of a sudden, they've got it in the red zone. Coming to the near side, trying to turn the corner, not going to get there. Joe Rivers. Actually got to the 12, give him 3. Second and 7. So once they started up the middle, cuts it to the outside, gets inside the 5, it's going to be 1st and goal. And that might be the last play of the period. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 4. A very fast-paced first period. St. Mary's ate up most of it, picked up 40 yards, and then turned it over. Fenwick has run 5 plays, and they have it 1st and goal at the 4 after that 50-yard bomb from Jason Romans to Jake Conley. And we'll start the second 12 minutes with Fenwick at the St. Mary's 4-yard line. As we start the second period, we had technical difficulties. So once they ran it in from the 4-yard line for the touchdown, the kick was no good. Fenwick's actually leading 6-0, and they kicked off. We apologize for that. St. Mary's got the ball back at the 29-yard line. They made a yard to the 30. Well, we think we're back in the swing of things now. 2nd and 9 from the 30-yard line. Fenwick leading at 9-0. We apologize for that. Fuentes, after that 50-yard bomb, he carried to the 4 and then ran in from the 4. Little inside handoff to David Brown. He's going to be buried in the backfield. They try to have Percy coming to the near side. Brown going to the back to the middle, and Fenwick stuffed it. So he moves back to the 29. They lost a yard. So 3rd and 10 for the Spartans from their own 29-yard line. And again, we apologize for that little misstep. Had a problem. So he's taking a lot of time. They may have to take a timeout. And they will. So we got a timeout down the field. St. Mary's looked golden. Opening kick. David Brown ran a nice run back to the, set him up at their own 46-yard line. They ran 11 plays. That's a replay of the touchdown that we missed. So at least you got to see Fuentes going in from the 4-yard line while we have the timeout. But St. Mary's driving. They ate up almost 9 minutes, a little over 9 minutes, I think, of the first period. And they actually ran in for a touchdown. And it was a hold on the play, called it back. And that stopped them. Fenwick took over at the 13-yard line. Fuentes ran a couple for 22, but then a 50-yard bomb from the quarterback Romans to Jake Conley got them close. And 2 runs by Fuentes got him the touchdown. And that's where we are, 6-0. Doherty looking, throws it back to the near side. Percy with the catch. Nice job. Gets out to the 49-yard line. It's a 20-yard gain. So they get a first down at the 49. They convert on 3rd and 10. Percy coming to the near side. Into Fenwick territory at the 48. Second and 7 for the Spartans. Off the right side. Percy's going to get about 3. 3rd and 4 for the Spartans as Doherty goes to the sideline to get the play from Coach Driscoll. Doherty with the keep. He might have given him a yard to the 44. And it's coming up a 4th down and 3. Now let's see what the Spartans do. Coach Driscoll talking to Doherty. It appears as though they're going to go. We're going to get a timeout. St. Mary's second. They'll have 1 left. That's another new rule. 3 timeouts and a half, not 5. I don't know. I think they're trying to entice Fenwick to come offside to get him an easy 1st down. Fenwick has given up 27 points in their first 4 games. That's just over a touchdown, a 6-point touchdown, just under it, 7 points per game. That's pretty good defense. So let's see what the Spartans do now after the timeout. They have it at the Fenwick 44. They need a good 3 yards. And they're going to line up to go. From the spread. Doherty with the keep straight ahead, not going to get there. They gave me a yard to the 43, and that's it. Well, Fenwick has good field position at their own 43. They go to the spread, full house backfield, wideouts right and left. Quick toss to Angel Martinez. Gets it to the St. Mary's 43. That's 14 yards and a 1st down. So if Fuentes gets ahead of steam up, David Brown and Barry bring him down. There's a flag on the play. So they give Fuentes 3 to the 40-yard line. And then they mark it back 10 yards. So it'll be second down and 17. Coming to the near side, cutting it back to the middle. Pretty good run by Angel Martinez. There's another flag on the play. Holding against Fenwick. They're shooting themselves in the foot here. They're going to give him a yard to the 49, I think. So they give me a yard to the 49. And they mark it back to the Fenwick 41. So they take 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. 2 wideouts, right and left. The wing goes in motion to the far side. Quick toss over the middle. Incomplete. Five wideouts. Roman's in the backfield by himself. Wide open, and it's picked off. And a receiver wide open. Nowak picked it off. Nice job. Looked like he had the receiver wide open. St. Mary's going to get it at the Fenwick 46-yard line. Trailing 6-0. Plenty of time. They only have 1 timeout left. Fenwick has gone over 100 yards of offense. They picked up 2 on the play. We had a St. Mary's player down. Fenwick scored in their first possession after shutting St. Mary's down. St. Mary's actually went in the end zone for a touchdown, but penalty cost them, and they wound up turning the ball over. Fenwick went 87 yards in 6 plays. Winters had 4 carries for 34 yards with a big play, a 50-yard bomb from Romans to Jake Conley. Perfect throw, perfect route, hit him right in stride, got it down deep, and Fuentes brought it in from the 4-yard line. kick was no good, and that's where we are, 6-0 Fenwick. St. Mary's has moved the football, but then they come up short. That big penalty hurt them, and Fenwick was moving the football, and penalties hurt them. So both teams kind of shooting themselves in the foot. 2nd and 8 for the Spartans as we're late in this second period. Trying to come to the near side, might have got back to the line of scrimmage, not much more than that. Percy's been the workhorse. No gain on the play. 3rd and 8. Obviously, I would think this is 4-down territory. It was 4-down territory before. In just about the same spot. The pitch to Effelito. Trying to turn the corner. He's going to get buried in the backfield and lose yardage. Rivers got to him very quickly. They put the ball down at the 48, and I think they're going to kick it away from here. They lost 4. Well, St. Mary's will kick it away. Kick is blocked. And Fenwick's going to get it inside the 30-yard line. Ethan Gonzalez got a piece of it, and all of a sudden Fenwick has it at St. Mary's 28-yard line. Trying to beat the clock here and get a 2-score lead. They send wideouts everywhere, 2 to each side. Cifuentes in the backfield with Romans. Cifuentes with the carry. Ali Barry bringing him down, but not before he gets close to the 10-yard line. He got down to the 11, picked up 17. First and 10 from the 11. Romans kept and tried to hit Rivers on the outside and missed him. And we got another penalty flag. We've had a few of these in the first half. Officials discussing it now. Looks like it's illegal receiver. Five-yard penalty pushes it back to the 16. So it's 2nd and 15. Fuentes with the carry. And gets knocked out just about the 16-yard line. Another flag on the play. Those yellow handkerchiefs are coming out quite easily here in this first half. This one I think is going to be against St. Mary's. Half the distance to the 8. Fenwick will have it there. Motion and too much motion. That's going to cost Fenwick 5, another penalty. Moves it back to the 13. Almost getting to the point we can't run a play without a yellow handkerchief coming out. Now, I'm not sure what the discussion is. They said illegal procedure. Should be easy to pace off 5 yards. Four wideouts, 2 to each side. Fuentes in the backfield with Romans. 3rd and 12. Overthrew the intended receiver. And that was Conley. So it brings up a 4th down. They have a kicker. Let's see if they try. They missed the extra point. If they could kick a field goal here, they'd get it more than a score. It would be 2 scores. They're not. They're going to go. Double wideouts to either side. Again, Fuentes in the backfield with Romans. They need 12. They need the 1-yard line. Romans in trouble. Lets it fly. And it got picked off again, I think. St. Mary's will take over. David Brown with the pick. Let's see what St. Mary's does with time winding down here. They're stuck in their own end. I wouldn't be surprised if they do anything silly here. They have it at the 7-yard line. It's Doherty with the keep. They gained a yard, and we're going to time out. It's Mike Phelps on your screen to the right, the coach talking, assistant coach for Driscoll. Talk to one of the linemen. 2nd and 9. St. Mary's has to be careful here. They don't want to do it. They're just going to give the ball back to Fenwick this deep. Oh, are they going to take a knee here? Nope, they're going to give it to Effolito. He didn't get much, if anything. They lined up almost 11 guys across with everybody behind already. Give Effolito a yard to the 9. Fenwick takes a timeout. They want to try and make St. Mary's punt from their end zone if they can. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 from the 9-yard line. Offense has come tough in this game. Penalties have cost both teams. Now look at that one drive, 87 yards in 6 plays, highlighted by a 50-yard bomb from Romans to Jake Conley. St. Mary's drove down their first possession. They actually went in for a touchdown. Penalty cost them, brought it back. They had to turn it over. Fenwick went down and scored. St. Mary's had decent field position after that, but they couldn't get any closer than the 43-yard line of Fenwick. Fenwick got it down close, but 2 interceptions have cost them, along with a few penalties. Percy coming to the near side, gets near the 16. They need the 17. It's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're going to have to kick it away. Last time they kicked, it got blocked. So they have to kick it away. Fenwick, without a run back, will get good field position. With a run back, they could get great field position. They get the kick away this time, but it doesn't go very far. And Fenwick gets a huge break as it goes out of bounds. Let's see where they put it. At the St. Mary's 33. That's a 17-yard punt. And Fenwick is back in business. But they got to beat the clock here. 3 wideouts to the near side. Now they're going to switch up. 3 to the far side. 1 to the near side. So Fuentes in the backfield with Romans. Incomplete. Try to dump it off to Fuentes. That was close to being a fumble. Almost threw that behind Fuentes. St. Mary's still a very young team. A lot of freshmen, sophomores. Jack Marks, number 14, there with that coverage, is only a freshman. Again, 3 wideouts to the far side. Roman's dropping back, in trouble. Dumps it incomplete. Looking at Fuentes again. Affolito with the coverage. They fill the backfield now with Romans. Looking to throw, they make the completion inside the 20. Martinez with the catch. They're hurrying. They picked up 16 yards on a first down. And we have another quick timeout. They're trying to beat the clock. Actually, they spiked it. They didn't call a timeout. They don't have any more timeouts. So it's 2nd and 10. And direct snap. That's Joe Rivers taking the snap. And they go quickly again. He get down to the 12. He picked up 5. And they spike it again. And the only thing I can think of here is they're going to try a field goal from here. Time winding down. You wouldn't spike it. You'd run a play if you're looking to go in the end zone. They put it down at the 18-yard line. And Fuentes is looking for it. So Ramirez has 75 yards of offense. 1 pass for 20, 55 on the ground. Percy has 45 of them. Fenwick is going to try to make it a 2-score game going in at halftime. And that'll give them a little momentum because they're going to get the ball to start the second half. Well, 28-yard attempt. And no good. So it stays a 6-point game. So let's see what St. Mary's does. Again, you don't want to turn the ball over. Fenwick doesn't have any more timeouts. They might run a play. You would think they're going to take a knee, I think, just to get out of here. No sense doing anything here. So that's going to do it. They'll go to the locker room, and St. Mary's trailing 6-0. Fenwick had the ball deep a couple of times. They couldn't score. Penalties hurt them. Penalties hurt St. Mary's deeply, taking a touchdown off the board. And at halftime, it's Fenwick 6, St. Mary's nothing. Welcome back to Manning Fields. We'll set to start the second half. St. Mary's kicking off. And they look for an onside kick. St. Mary's says they had it. Let's see what the officials say. Fenwick pointing one way, St. Mary's pointing the other way. The officials getting in the middle. Long discussion. All the officials getting together. Somebody had to come up with the football. The charge of the Light Brigade kicking off. Everybody went for the football. St. Mary's is waiting for the call. Somebody's going to be disappointed. Fenwick thinks they have it. St. Mary's is saying they have it. Take a long time for the officials to decide who has it. And they're giving it to Fenwick. St. Mary's can't believe it. Coach Driscoll out screaming. So Fenwick will get good field position at their 45-yard line. St. Mary's can't believe it. Coach Driscoll's still out all the way, almost out to the football, yelling at the official. Now he's talking to another one on the sideline. But it's going to be to no avail as they come out. 4 wideouts, 2 to either side. They give it to Cifuentes, finds a hole off the left side, inside the St. Mary's 45-yard line. 11 and a first down. Three wideouts, 2 to the near sides. They fill the backfield now with Romans. Big hole straight ahead for Cifuentes again, inside the 30. $17 yards. He's closing in on 100 yards. And here he comes again, another big hole off that left side. A trifecta of first downs, back to back to back. There's a flag on the play. Yeah, it's going to hurt Fenwick again, I think. They're going to give him to the 18-yard line. They gave him 9. And then they mark it back to the 28. Eight yards shy of 100 yards, Cifuentes. Again, the 2 wideouts coming to the near side, 1 to the far side. Rivers runs straight ahead inside the 20. I think they're going to put it right at the 20. We'll call it the 20-yard line. Second down, just about 3. They bobble the snap. Romas is going to get buried in the backfield. I think he was going to fake and keep. And he got hit in the backfield. And he lost 4. Third and 7 from the 24-yard line. They double the wideouts to either side. Obviously in 4-down territory here. So Fuentes started to the far side, cuts it to the near side, picks up some pretty good yardage. See where they spot the football. That was supposed to go to the far side. He cut it back. He ran it to Zach Barden first. He picked up 6. He needs 2 for 100 yards. 4th down and a yard. Who do you think they're going to give the ball to here? And they don't have to because St. Mary's jumped. St. Mary's is saying they were drawn off. Against St. Mary's, gives them a 1st down. So 1st and 10 at the 13. Fenwick is exactly 100 yards rushing. So Fuentes a hole off the left side again, and a flag comes flying in once again. Boy, this is becoming flag day here at Manning Field. They can't run a play without a flag. This is supposed to be a contact sport. Holding against Fenwick. They pushed it back to the 22. So Fuentes finds a little seam. They had him stacked up, and he gets down close to the 10-yard line. Looked like he was stalled. Put it in second gear, put his head down. He got down to the 10, picked up 12, over 100 yards. Rivers back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard to the 9 if they're generous. They gave him a yard.
Rivers for a gain of 1, 3rd down and 5.
So Fuentes turns the corner, cuts it up inside, gets close to the 5. They're going to give him the 5. This is after St. Mary's thought they recovered the onside kick. 4th and 1. And if you're St. Mary's, who do you tackle on this play? Number 8, obviously. They pile it up. He gets down to the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from there. First and goal from the 1. Power eye in the backfield. Big hole. He walks in the end zone. His second touchdown makes it 12-0. 55 yards in 11 plays. They overcome a few penalties. They're going to go for 2 because they missed the first point. They're going to go that power eye. So if Wentz has the deep man, he gets the carry and same play, walks in off the left side. And just like that, it's 14-0. So St. Mary's thought they had the onside kick. Coach Driscoll was not happy with the call. It gave Fenwick good field position at their 45. It took them 11 plays, overcoming 2 penalties. But Fuentes did most of the damage. He picked up 64 yards on that drive. Very nice return. That's David Brown. He's got 2 very nice returns. He looked like he was by himself. No blockers. They had him. Nothing but white shirts down there. And he gives St. Mary's good field position at their 42-yard line. They lost a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11. So Fenwick starting the 3rd period like St. Mary started the 1st period, eating up a lot of time off the clock. They try to run straight ahead, not going very far, if anything. Percy. Bring up a big 3rd down for the Spartans. Third and 9 as they put it right back at the line of scrimmage. St. Mary's going to take a timeout. Fenwick getting close to 200 yards. Thanks to Cifuentes, he's got 119 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns and a conversion. He's picked up all 14 points. He picked up his 9th touchdown of the season to give Fenwick a little bit of breathing room. And that little controversy with that onside kick, St. Mary's celebrating the fact that they had the ball and had it in Fenwick territory, and after a long discussion with the officials, they decided, no you don't, we're giving it to Fenwick. And so Winters carried them. He carried 8 times in that drive, including the last 3. Whiteout comes to the near side, the wing to the far side. Doherty looking to throw. Blocked at the line of scrimmage. And bring up a 4th down. And there's a flag coming in at the end of the play. It's against Fenwick. Unsportsmanlike against Fenwick. Boy, Coach Woods has to be happy about that call. It's going to be 4th and 9. They were going to have to kick it away. Instead, they're going to wind up in Fenwick territory with a 1st and 10. Somebody did or said something. And it's going to be down at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Fenwick leading 14-0, but they've had a major problem with penalties. They got a bunch of them. The only drive they haven't had a penalty was the opening drive when they went for a touchdown. Percy with the carry. Picked up 4. 2nd down and 6. Trying to come to the near side, stacked up. Third and 5. Brown gonna get hit in the backfield and dropped. They lost 2. Fourth and 7, and I would guess that they're going to go here. Pass incomplete, looking for Percy. Overthrew him. Fenwick will take over. Leading 14-0. If they run the play, it will probably be the last play of the third period. St. Mary's going to have only a period left to try and get back in the ball game. Straight ahead, Tucker Destino with his first carry. Picked up 4. And that's going to do it. I think they're not going to run another play. So we reached the end of the third period, I believe. I don't think there was a timeout. It would be a very bad time for a timeout if I couldn't believe they were going to call a timeout. Another carry by Destino. Out to the 47. Picked up 2. 3rd and 4 for Fenwick. Like to have it. They would like to have another long drive and run the clock out here in the fourth period. They keep by Romans. Not going to go very far. There's a flag on the play. Again. Personal foul against St. Mary's. So that's going to give Fenwick a first down. He gave him 2 on the play. It would have been 4th down. Instead, it's going to be a first down. At the 36, 1st and 10. Straight ahead inside the 30-yard line. And that's Destino again. Picked up 8. 2nd down and 2. Again, Destino. Big hole off the right side. Another first down for Fenwick. Fenwick knocking on the door. As they get to the 19, he picked up 9. He's got 19 and 3 carries. Romans with the carry. Gets inside the 15. We're going to give him 6, I think, to the 13-yard line. 2nd and 4 Fenwick might have really put this one away here at the start of the fourth period. Already leading 14-0, looking for more. Off the left side, another little hole, Destino inside the 10. Depending where they put it, he could get a first down. So they gave him 5 to the 8. It'll be first and goal. Romans with the keep. Might have got a yard if they were charitable. And St. Mary's jumped there already in the backfield. They put it down at the 3. They go power I in the backfield. Off the left side, hit. In for the touchdown. And that's Fuentes with his 3rd score. Destino got him down there. They get down close, they give it Fuentes. He picks up his 10th touchdown of the year. He goes over 120 yards rushing. And they go power I looking for 2. Now we're going to whistle. Timeout called by St. Mary's. That's kind of unusual for a timeout on a point after. So Fenwick adds to their lead. I think the only thing we have left is St. Mary's has moved the football, but they haven't really got close. They got their opening drive. Got them down deep. They got it down 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. And they haven't got closer than the 39 after that. And after that, 1st and 10 at the 12, they actually ran it in for a touchdown. But the touchdown was called back with a penalty, and they haven't been close since. They only have 77 yards of offense, 20 of them on the 1 catch by Percy, and they're looking to go for 2. Little delay, and Rivers is not going to get there. And it wasn't Rivers, it was Chris Wilson. So they go 59 yards in 9 plays, all on the ground. They use up a lot of clock. Not quite halfway through this 4th and final period, but Fenwick has kind of put this in the bank, and I think the only question left is, will St. Mary's get on the board? St. Mary's looking to get back on the winning track. They won their first 2, lost their next one. And it looks like they're going to go 2 in a row on the minus side. And Fenwick on the verge of shutting out St. Mary's the last 2 years. They pick it up, bobble it, and now they go down, and they wind up with a knee on the ground. Effolito. It squirted away from Baden. Effolito picked it up, but he did it with a knee down. So they're not going to have one of those nice returns by David Brown that they've had twice. They're going to be pinned back in their own end. St. Mary's had 2 yards of offense in the 3rd period. Obviously no first downs. Rolling, looking. Probably was trying to throw the ball. And got flushed out. They try to run straight ahead. Might have got a couple. And that's Percy. They give him the 26 for 3. Third and 7. Back to the double wing. And we got a flag. That's going to cost them 5. I don't know if I've seen a game with more penalties. Officials have nailed both sides. Third and 12. Nothing is going right with St. Mary's. That opening drive had the touchdown, hold called, and penalties have been the name of the game all the way through. That would have been a nice start. Opening drive, score, get the lead. 6, maybe 8-0. Instead, they don't score, and it's been downhill since then. They only have 4 first downs, and they got 3 of them on that opening drive of the ball game. Doherty rolling back. He was rolling to the far side, looking back to the near side for Effolito, and he overthrew him. And St. Mary's going to have to kick it away. So Fenwick will get the ball back with a chance to maybe even run the clock out. 9 ticks over 5 minutes left. Just got the kick away. Fielded at the 45-yard line, lost the football. It's on the ground. St. Mary's gets the football.
The fumble on the return was recovered by St. Mary's, but there was a fumble on the return. Recovered by St. Mary's, but there was a flag on the play.
There's another penalty. It was against Fenwick and it's refused. So they get the ball back. We've had the 5-minute warning. We're coming up, excuse me, to the 4-minute warning. You don't have a 2-minute warning. St. Mary's has it at their 30-yard line. It was a good return. Fenwick was going to be in good field position yet again. Doherty with the keep. Got about a yard. We got a timeout. So St. Mary's has used 2. They've got 1 left. So Fuentes scored from the 4 on the opening drive. 87 yards in 6 plays. Third period, opening drive, they went 55 yards in 11 plays after St. Mary's thought they recovered the onside kick. So Fuentes going in from the 1. He rushed in the 2-point conversion, was 14-0. They come back. They get the ball back. St. Mary's misses from their 39, from the Fenwick 39. They go 59 yards in 9 plays. Fuentes going in from the 3. The rush was no good, 20-0, and that's where we are. Fuentes with all 20 points, with 122 yards rushing. Second and 9 for the Spartans, as we get a couple of ticks over 4 minutes left in the ball game. Both teams have been shut down by yellow flags. Doherty with the keep gets to the 35. Actually, that was Ali Barry. They gave him to the 36. He picked up 5. And I don't think there's any question. It's 4-down territory here because what difference does it make if you turn the ball over down 20-0 with time running out? Quarterback sneak.
Barry again on the carry.
You get it? Call it the 39 and give him 3.
4th down and 1.
4th down and just about a yard. Need about a yard and a half. So Halle Berry in at quarterback. He's only a sophomore. O'Leary, the starting quarterback, is one of the few seniors they have on this team. Effolito's a junior. Hershey had most of the carries. He's only a sophomore. Very young team. Barry dives ahead to the 41 for a 1st down. First and 10 for the Spartans. Fenwick has had it once. St. Mary's is their 2nd try in the 4th period. And time running out. I mentioned the only question is, will St. Mary's get on the board, or will Fenwick pitch their 2nd straight shutout against St. Mary's? The last one coming on Thanksgiving Eve, actually. Hershey gets about a yard. Second and 9. St. Mary's probably just right now working on what they're going to do next week because they're not really in any hurry. They're not even throwing the ball downfield trying to score. Percy turns the corner. Got a couple. And that wasn't Percy, that was Derek Kalangis.
Derek Cohen on the carry.
And that's going to do it. 18 yards of offense in the 2nd half for St. Mary's, 16 in the 4th period. And they get shut out for the 2nd time. Fenwick, that defense, outstanding. It's now 27 points in 5 games. That brings it under a touchdown per game. So Fuentes scores from the 4, the 1, the 3. A 50-yard bomb from Romans to Conley set up the touchdown. He gets 3 touchdowns, Fuentes does. He gets the 2-point conversion, scores all 20 points. St. Mary's gets held to 83 yards on the day. 5 first downs, 3 of them coming on the opening drive. Percy winds up with, I've got him for 53 yards and a 20-yard catch. He was the bright light. Defense for St. Mary's played well, but Fenwick had good field position, and story of the game with yellow flags, penalties all over the place. Disrupted the offense through the entire game. But Fenwick was able to put 3 drives together, score 3 touchdowns, and they pitched their 2nd straight shutout against St. Mary's, and they win it by a score of 20-0 over the Spartans. St. Mary's loses for the 2nd straight time. They go to 2-2. Fenwick stays perfect. They go to 5-0. So the arch rival game is won by Fenwick. The final score, Fenwick 20, St. Mary's nothing. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.